My name is Alan Mooshekh, and I'm an attorney in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm also the president of the Assyrian American Cultural Organization of Arizona. The word genocide is a hybrid term, which is a combination of the Greek word genos, which means race and people, and the Latin suffix cide, which means an act of killing. The term was first coined by the United Nations in 1948 during the UN General Assembly when they adopted the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment on the Crime of Genocide. The Assembly defined genocide as any of the following acts committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group as such by killing members of the group, causing serious bodily harm or harm to mental health to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about the physical destruction in whole or in part, and imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, and forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. The United States later adopted the United Nations definition of genocide during the Genocide Convention Implementation Act of 1987, which was during the Reagan administration. Since then, the United States has declared genocide on several acts throughout history, which included the Kurdish genocide, the Kosovo genocide, the Darfur genocide, and many others. And the way to establish whether an act was genocide or not is to get that definition and apply that definition to the facts that occurred, and specifically with whether there was an intent to destroy an ethnic identity. And in the case of Assyrians, there clearly was significant empirical evidence to support the fact that the Assyrians were forcibly relocated from their homes, and many of them died throughout the process. It is estimated that approximately 700,000 Assyrians died during that time. And there is significant evidence that the purpose behind that was to homogenize the Turkish language and culture. The reason why it's important to recognize genocide and spread awareness is specifically for the purpose of preventing it from happening again. We need to understand its genesis, where it comes from, the purpose behind it, and why it's done. And if we actually effectively do that, we can stop genocides from occurring again. It happened in 1915 to the Assyrians. It happened again in 1933 to the Assyrians during the Somalia massacre. And it's happening again today with ISIS. Today in Iraq and Syria, Assyrians are forced to leave their homes and relocate to refugee camps specifically because they're different than people in the same area. If we're not doing anything here in the United States and other parts of the world to protect our brothers and sisters in Assyria, then we're not doing anything to prevent it from happening again.